Hi guys, and welcome to the show. And today I'm looking at Opinel and three knives from this iconic French knife maker. And it's a brand that's very special to my heart because a bit like Proust's Madeleine moment, the very sight and feel of this knife brings back a whole bunch of fond memories of traveling and living in France. And this Christmas I received this fantastic what's referred to as the No.10, and this is the Corkscrew version, and I wish I had one of these when I was in France. It would have been so useful when I was wine tasting, but anyway, we'll get into that in just a moment. I want to talk a little bit about the brand itself. It was founded in 1890 in the Savoy region of France, and this is actually one of my first Opinel knives from childhood, and as you can see, it's in pretty good condition considering it's I think over 20 years old, but it's just one of their traditional beechwood designs. I think this is the number 5 size, and then you have the No.10 here, and in a moment I'll show you the No.6. Anyway, so a really iconic French brand, and in fact the Victorian Albert Museum listed it as one of the top 100 best designed objects of all time, along with the Rolex Submariner and the Porsche 911. So it is highly regarded as a classic, and it's kind of ironic that it comes from a kind of peasant background. It was considered a worker's knife, a farmer's knife, and they were just designed to be robust, well made, and affordable. And over the last hundreds of years, they haven't changed much, but they've managed to maintain the quality. And of course there are some new additions to the family, but they're just still as well made and robust and affordable as they have ever been. So this is the number 6, I believe, and this is the new version of this one, again with the traditional beechwood handle, but this time on the new version they have the twist lock, which is just located under the blade here, which is really useful as it locks the blade into the open position, and this little lock was introduced into their knives in 1955, and you see the traditional Opinel symbol there. You can get versions with special custom ones with oak or olive wood or rosewood, even walnut, but I just love the original beechwood look. It's just such a classic, iconic. When I think Opinel, I think of this wood, the feel of it, the smell of it, the color of the wood. It just goes. It's just part and parcel of the brand, and it's what's made it so iconic. And as you see, they've updated. Sorry about the focus. They've updated the engraving as well, and slightly different printed logo on the wood. But as you can see, this is my Opinel from childhood, and this is the modern equivalent. So it's nice to see that they haven't really changed that much, and it's just as robust, just as well made, still made in France, and we still have the same XC90. This is high carbon steel, and these are just fantastically sharp. And these are great for if you just want an affordable, well-made knife for gardening or kind of camping or any kind of something you want reliable, but that's robust, reliable, that is affordable. I can't recommend these knives enough. Now there are 11 sizes. These are the size 6s, and from 2 to I think from size 1 to 5 you don't get the lock, and then from 6 to all the way up to 11, which is their biggest knife, you get the little twist lock included. And these are very affordable. I picked this new one up for about $12 on Amazon, and then I was given this for Christmas, which is includes a corkscrew. So let's have a look. So as you can see, a really much bigger blade knife. This is about 6 inches in length, and I think the blade length is about 4.5 inches. Again with the twist lock here, very easy to operate, and then the additional corkscrew, which is fantastic. And I just wish I had one of these back in the day when I was traveling around France. I did so much wine tasting. This would have been fantastic. Great thing to take with you on a picnic. Really fantastically made, very affordable. This one I believe they retail for about around $30. Obviously not something you'd want to not something you'd want to EDC if you're in an urban or city environment, but something great to chuck into the picnic basket, or to take with you if you're out and about in the country or wine tasting or something like that. It's very tastefully done, again with the beechwood handle, which is the iconic, pretty much hasn't changed for over 100 years, and it's just an iconic, beautiful design. So another bit of interesting trivia about the Opinel knives is that Pablo Picasso actually was a fan of this brand, and he would use them often when he was sculpting. So a whole bunch of useful applications for these knives, and the great thing is that they're really robust and well made, and then they're affordable. So if you lose it, it's not the end of the world, and you can just order another one. But it's really nice that I've managed to keep this one from my childhood, and it's kind of reassuring to see that the design really hasn't changed that much. I get asked often to do more knife reviews, or what knife do I usually carry, or what are my favorite knife brands, and I have to say, for me it's Opinel, and it just has to do with that kind of, it's something that's been with me all my life. It's a brand that I was introduced to in France, and in France, I mean, when I was traveling around France and living there, these knives were everywhere. You'd find them even in a gas station, or any little store in town. You'd just have a selection of them in all the different sizes, and I guess I kind of took it for granted. But it's not until recently, after I was given this new one for Christmas with the corkscrew, that I realized how much of an iconic and special brand it was, and it's got to be my brand of choice. It's I do love all the new knives with the these kind of tactical knives, and but I guess I'm old school, and this is just an old favorite, and I think it's something that you can hand down to the next generation, a kind of tradition. It's a brand that's always going to be there. And it's a great little gift. So this is my EDC blade, really. I think just a tasteful, modest, affordable, well made classic knife. Okay guys, I think I'll leave it there. Please subscribe if you're new to the channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Ciao.